never complacent. Put my foot on the pavement. In my dream I was chasing, while my girl waited patient. Spent a lifetime on this music shit, going nowhere, I was losing it. She was right there enduring this, while her folks like, why she doing this? But Shawty didn't care what nobody said. She was gonna ride to the day I'm dead, stay by my side when the others fled. So I'm convinced that she deserves it all. She believed in me when chances were real small. I picture me driving a foreign. Can buy. Her beauty represents me well. She loves me and others can tell. Her heart is where my love would dwell. Talk about her man and she would rebel. I ain't ashamed, this ain't a game. She was right there in the storm and the rain. Endure the pain and the financial strain. Now she gon' shine with the fortune and fame. She gambled her life for me. She sacrificed for me. She deserves it all. It's only right, you see. No matter the price, you see. I picture me driving the Ford.
Django is a free man, you understand? You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, cause he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Yearning for your validation. Validation. All in hopes I'm in the conversation. All in hopes. Pour so much of me into you. Can't believe I ain't never feel for me instead of you. I slide in the coupe. Fire, lose the roof. I die for the truth. Fired by no rules. Devils in cahoots. Drop a prayer on this crew. Got God on my side. How can I ever lose still? I wanna be humble, but I gotta flex. On them niggas. I don't wanna mumble, but that ain't respect. Respect me, nigga. I do it my way. They say it's live. If I sell my soul, what I got left? Because I don't need nobody else. I'm lying to myself. Not talking physical, dog, spiritual and health. All these opportunities is higher, I can tell. I can see the man upstairs, cause the timing never fails. My advice, keep moving. If not, you can lose it. Wasting time on the clueless. Knowing they can never do this. Back, tell them pessimists they need to spine. Whack, when they're paralyzed in the mind. I don't need nobody else. No, I don't. Tell my younger self. What you say? You got God as your help. Just let it go and never dwell. My advice. Unless they good at you. My advice, look in the mirror, tell the truth. My advice, sometimes you gotta break the rules. My advice, stand for something or die for nothing. My advice, flex on them if they hating on you. I would tell my younger self, yeah, you should never go and let, yeah. Hypothetical, fuck all opinions. Your validation and your acceptance. I never needed you, no one never needed you. I never needed you, no one never needed you.
Oops, sorry. What is up with these headphones tonight? That ain't gonna work. Good. We on? Good evening. Good evening. Don't hear it. That's on. Good evening. How we doing? Welcome to the best. You know what it is. Living your best life with Life Coach Kurt. Man, have we got a show for you tonight. It's going to be absolutely incredible. We all know we have a special guest as always. Second time I've had this opportunity. Well, actually, it's the third time, but the second time we had some incredible things going on, and my guest was blessed with bringing a new child into this world, so we missed that one. But I did one right after that kind of tailored and brought us up to date, but it's nothing like having the person here right in front of us, and that's Minister Stretch Sanders. And we're going to bring him in just a moment, but I want to say thank you to my sponsor, 702 Braids for You, Cindy Michelle. Check out her new website. Oh, man, 702braidsforyou.com. It is absolutely incredible. Unbelievable. And then we got Red Rum. We got the mobile hair salon, beauty salon that's on wheels. That's my girl Jamisa over there. She's doing big things. I see her traveling everywhere too. So not only is she doing well in her business, but she living her best life as well. And then we got Bougie Girl Vegas, my little sis. Hey, what's going on, Court? That's Courtney over there. Go to her site. All my sponsors, if you go there, mention Life Coach Kurt or Living Your Best Life with Life Coach Kurt show, you'll get a 10 to 15% discount based on what your order is. Nothing like having beautiful sponsors to keep this show going and keep the clients out there, and it allows me to get this platform to bring you what's going on in Las Vegas so we all understand what we need to do, when we need to do it, and are we in the right place to do it. So with further ado, we're going to bring in Minister Stretch Sanders. And everything sounds good on this part over here, and we're going to keep moving forward. But and we're going to go from there. I hear that we got something. Let's see who's here. Let me see my feed and see who I have on so far. There we go. Hello, everyone. And there we go. We have Minister Stretch Sanders here. Outstanding. Minister Stretch Sanders, how you doing, sir?
Brother, I'm doing well. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for having me.
Man, it's my honor.
It's an honor to be here. I definitely give honor to God for just another opportunity to be with you and to speak to our people and to speak to the community. And I'm grateful for, again, to be able to be heard. You know, if people don't want to hear my big mouth one more time, that speaks something.
Yes,
something.
sir.
So it's been a few months. I've been off the grid a little bit, and so this is like my coming out party. This is the
Outstanding.
one of the first interviews. I think interview 2 I've done since I've been out of the sabbatical. So I'm glad to be back on the grid.
Outstanding, outstanding. You know, we have a lot to talk about. You know me. I'll be out there doing my research. I follow you faithfully, and it's just amazing that you continue. No matter what goes on, you continue that push. You have New Era out Las Vegas out there changing what we look at as our community and what we do in our community. But I love one of the things you say. I'm going to save this one for later because I got like 5 of your quotes I want to bring up later on. So I'm going to save that because I don't want to let the cat out the bag, as they say, too soon. But as far as New Era Las Vegas, what do we have moving forward? Because I know we have some special events coming up pretty soon this month as well.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I want to shout out the entire New Era Las Vegas team, the entire New Era Nation team, our national leaders and founders, Zeke and Kiera, also our local leaders. I definitely want to shout out Angie, who held it down. She was our president, active president while I was on my 2-month sabbatical, and she kept the group going, kept the group active. And so I have to acknowledge the team because I'm not an island, you know,
That's
and
right.
I'm appreciative of my team because, man, I can call, you know, from my security guys to the sisters, and it could be a last minute or whatever, and they Johnny on the spot, you
That's
know,
it.
and they bought into the vision that this work is a lifestyle.
Yes.
We're not doing it because it's the thing to do or it's to give love on Christmas Day. We're going to do this because it's an everyday thing. And so with that being said, shout out to them. So what we're doing right now, man, we're getting ready to try to finish the year strong. We're being intentional with trying to make sure that we're organizing and showing people that, you know, what happened last year in terms of everybody being an activist. You know, for some people, that's still a real spirit. And the reason why I say this is because we're at a point where last year, everybody and mama was an activist. I even saw animals with their fists in the air. You know, the whole ecosystem changed. You know,
That's
I mean,
right.
birds stopped chirping because of
That's
last
it.
year's energy. But now it's almost like it's kind of old.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? And so what we're trying to do right now, man, we're trying to put a series of events,
Okay.
that's going to inspire people again. I don't believe that those that came out with their hands in the air and fists, I don't believe that was fake.
Right.
I think it was genuine, but I do know that people get involved in the struggle 2 ways, either being inspired, you know, inspiration,
Yes, sir.
or reactionary type of thing. They just react.
Reactionary.
But the base of all that is passion.
Yes.
So now we just got to get the passion to come back out, not through reactionary energy, but through inspirational energy. So everything we're going to target from this point to December is events that's going to inspire. And we've been doing this, but again, we're
Right.
coming out of a pandemic. So what y'all saw, that was autopilot.
Right.
It's certain events we couldn't even do because of people not wanting to come in large gatherings, things like that.
Right.
Now that we're starting to kind of segue out of that, it's game time.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
It's game
And-
time.
And that's what I've been seeing from you and the thing. And you just mentioned something, and it's the premise of this show. You know, I try to bring on people that have a certain kind of passion, but they believe and they're walking in their purpose.
That's right.
Because there is no passion if you don't know what your purpose is. And if anybody would ever question your purpose, they have to talk to me first. I'm sorry. Because I know,
Brother, they question it.
man, I know they do. It's just.
That's because they're under their own purpose.
Thank you, because they don't see the underlines. They haven't peeled back the skins yet to figure out what's really going on. And, you know, I salute you for that. You know, I hear people say, or I've heard people tell you, and I really had to sit down and think about it. Be careful. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. People that have that live in their passion and know their purpose, that's the last thing on their mind.
Don't get me fired up, Kurt.
I have to, because that's why we're here today. People don't understand
Talk
that
about
part of it. They don't understand that what you do, and yes, I got to throw this one out here. This is one of my quotes that I love from you, and I use it often. But once something happened to you in the journey or the marathon, as Nipsey said, in your journey to be who you are and who you continue to grow and to be greater at, I remember you said, when my knowledge came up, my pants came up.
That's right.
They don't understand that growth is just a miracle that you found your passion. I think you found it before like 23 years old, because I've known you, of you, and known you when we was at Evergreen, and you was there at what, 22?
22.
22. You was in charge of the youth, the youth development program there, the youth spiritual development program at 22. And I like I always say, man, it's your stature. You see, when you came in, everybody was looking up and said, "Oh, you're a tall one," so you stand out. But all is that is given to you for a reason. God made you tall for a reason, because He wants you to do what you need to do and wants you to be seen. You tower over everybody else. There's no doubt when you walk somewhere, if they've ever seen you or know you, they know who you are. But while we on that subject, I don't want to switch. I know, isn't there something going on at the People's House here on the 24th real quick? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so we have a few things going on. So on Wednesday, we do our Work on Wednesday, which is going to be every Wednesday now, opposed to the every other Wednesday, opposed to the every Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're doing a lecture series by Brother Alpha. He's teaching on the powerful parenting principles.
Outstanding.
And so it's going to be a beautiful lecture, something that's going to be able to encourage the people, get people fired up, get people encouraged, and try to spark something in the parents. And so we're doing that on Thursday, and then on Saturday we have the Peace Rides.
And I'm not familiar with that one. I missed that one. What's that?
Yeah, so it's the Peace Ride. It's a 2-for-1. It's the Peace Ride / Juneteenth Festival.
Okay.
So anybody that knows, a few years ago, every year except for the pandemic year, we did Peace Rides. And normally we'd meet up at all the motorcycle clubs, car clubs, and we'd ride for peace, get to the destination, and then we will do some type of festival.
Okay.
So I said, you know what, in the spirit of Juneteenth, we want to do one that's new era in Las Vegas, but it was 1,000 Juneteenth events.
Right.
So we said, let's just wait, until the end of the month, and then we do one end of the month.
So I got a question, and I remember I read something that said, there's so many events that we can't make them to them all. Growing up here in the spirit of Juneteenth, when we first started having it, it was over at the Sammy Davis at Lorenzi Park at the Sammy Davis Theater in the back. Mm-hmm. That's where it originally started, if I'm not mistaken, by Diane Pollard, the owner of the Dream Academy. Mm-hmm. Then we moved it to Symphony Park, right across the street from the Smith Center, and we did like 4 or 5 years there. And then I think the year before last was the first time over at Doolittle, which they changed the name of the park, and I can't pronounce it because it's like a Hawaiian name. But that's where it's been the last 2 years, other than when we had the pandemic and we missed that year.
Few things.
Go ahead.
So, just for clarity, it's Kianga Soki Palacio Park.
Thank you.
That's an African name.
It's an African name. Thank you.
Kianga, she passed away a few years ago from cancer. She was really instrumental in helping to bring the African culture along with Miss China, different ones, drumming and dancing.
Okay.
So they fought really hard to get the park named after her. But yes, Miss Diane, along with her husband, they've been doing this.
Her and Anthony,
the 20th year. And so, but to your point, I was getting really frustrated when I saw people kept complaining about the fact that there are multiple Juneteenth events. Why can't we just do one? And people will say, well, it's because of folks' ego. To say that to me is egotistical.
Right.
Because you're not saying that when they have 1,000 4th of July events.
Thank you. Hello.
What's wrong with having multiple? I told people, if somebody said they're not going out on Juneteenth and they going to barbecue at home, don't shame them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because you ain't shaming nobody when they going out to do the 4th of July thing.
That's
we
right.
should be barbecuing. I think next year, opposed to going out on Juneteenth, I think we're going to do something in the house.
There
Because
you go.
again, if you're going to say don't celebrate 4th of July, you have to give an alternative, right? And so people say, okay, we're going to get into our holiday. Cool, but now it's restrictions on that.
Right,
But when we was all doing the 4th of July thing, you weren't putting restrictions on that. And so we got to stop policing the way people want to celebrate.
Right,
And
exactly.
and how we celebrate. People stay all over the city.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have a car to get to the west side, but I live in Henderson.
Thank you.
Shouldn't
I'll
that
have
be a
events
Juneteenth in
in
Henderson?
Henderson. Yes, sir. That's what I was thinking.
But again, people have this mentality. It's a jealousy thing. It's an envy thing. And most time people complain. It's over people who are very known and influential.
Right.
If you a regular Joe Smo Mo, you don't care about your event. But somebody with a little name popularity, you worry. Because you feel, he doing one, everybody gonna come to mine.
Right.
That's a low self-esteem thing, brother. We gotta get healed from that.
Thank you.
Because again, you shouldn't be doing events with a competitive mind against somebody else.
Thank you. Your only
New Era
competition
Las
is
Vegas.
yourself.
Listen, we don't compete with no other group.
That's
Because
right.
we know can't no group touch us.
That's right.
But that's our confidence. That's not us competing.
Right.
Can't nobody touch us like we can't touch them.
You know, and,
It's not a competition thing.
Right.
It's about let's get the work done, let's get the job done. But people are
That's
so
the purpose.
concerned with other folks succeeding. It goes back to the I want to see you do well, but not better than me mentality. Man, we got to get off that.
Crabs in the bucket. You know how that works. Crabs in the bucket. When we get to the top, somebody always pull us back down. You know, okay, but so when we're talking about Juneteenth, at my place of employment, we did some Juneteenth festivities all week leading up to Juneteenth, and these were young adults. And the day that the proclamation was signed that it became a national holiday, I didn't feel, I mean, okay, it's grateful to be recognized, but I just didn't feel that, one of your words, it was no substance behind that, honestly. I think that's like putting a Band-Aid on something that's much bigger, and I'm sure I'm going to lead you into this so we can go forward. But there's other things like reform, the George Floyd bill. Why we can't get that passed, but we can take 2 or 3 hours to sign a bill and everybody around there clapping and everything. But where's the change? Martin Luther King had a birthday named after him, and we still ain't seen no change. Go ahead and give me your point on that, sir.
Well, one thing that this country continues to do is give us tokens.
Right.
They give us tokens, and the tokens is not just, I know a lot of us, we mad at the bill, but that's not the only token. We was giving black elected officials as tokens, all the way up to presidential, all the way down to a county commissioner. This is what they do. And again, am I saying we should not be a little proud about the holiday? It's nothing wrong with having a little pride in the inside.
Right.
But the cartwheels and the woo, unnecessary because we're not there.
Right. Exactly.
We don't have the luxury to celebrate and we still being shot in the back.
Thank you.
We don't have the luxury to celebrate and we still trying to get 3 meals a day. Our kids are suffering. Kids being snatched up. Organ trafficking. Sex trafficking. We don't have the luxury. And black men right now is leading to suicide.
Mental
the enemy,
health, yes.
The white supremacy system is working overtime to kill and exterminate every black man. Because if the head fall, the body gonna come with it.
Yes.
And y'all Negroes want to do the booty do and play ain't gonna bump no one to the big fat woman because we got a holiday? No. Don't be that excited because when they know that, again, they can play us.
Yes.
We should. It's a small thing. We should smile in the inside, but don't get overexcited because you missed the mark.
Right.
When Obama was in office for 8 years, we went to sleep. That was strategic.
Yes.
Now, I know the Obamaites gonna get on me for saying this,
No,
but
it's
again,
just your
we
opinion.
got caught up in the token.
Thank you.
I'm not saying he couldn't have been some substance or there wasn't some substance. In my opinion, it was a symbol without substance. But it could have been some type of substantial substance, but because we allowed them to play us, we allowed him to play us because we saw a black face in a high place, we just knew we arrived.
Right.
So we went from saying we shall overcome to we now have overcame.
No.
And
the
it
struggle
started
is
from
real.
the King holiday, from the president, all the way down to this bill. So we just got to read between the lines. Don't get caught up on tokens.
Right.
It's symbols. You mentioned the George Floyd police bill. That's what we need. How are you willing to recognize a holiday? Because the holiday ain't for us.
No.
The holiday is to recognize our ancestors who was enslaved. We wasn't no slaves.
We wasn't slaves.
So you willing to get a holiday to recognize the slaves, but you won't give a payday for the descendants of those slaves. So not even for us.
Hello.
A payday for the slaves, but we are the inheritance.
Right. Exactly.
When they induct people into Rock and Roll Hall of Fames, and if they induct Tupac, who's normally there? Tupac's family, because he's deceased.
Right. That's right.
You don't just say, well, we just gonna keep this award because Tupac ain't here.
No.
You honor those who are connected to the person you honoring.
That's right.
So real honor ain't no bill, or it is a bill. It just ain't that type of bill.
Thank you.
Right? And when we talk about
Exactly.
reparations, we're not just talking in terms of money, because I do believe with the level of our thinking, a lot of us had that money spent in 2 days. But
Hello.
it can be about land.
Yes.
It can be free education.
Thank you.
We
Okay.
get them stimulus
Medical,
checks
medical.
came, we blinked.
Yeah.
It could be medical. Let's start there.
Yeah.
No black person who's a descendant of slaves No black person who's descendant of slaves pays anything for their health
For
insurance.
their health care.
Because I guarantee you, most of us are where we are health-wise because what you did to our people in the days of old.
Think about it.
So that's why, again, I'm not one to just get excited. And this conversation goes all the way down to black faces in high places. Man, we need representation. We need black folks in the high place. We need to get somebody elected. Listen, at this point, I am no longer finna be hung go high because a black person talking about vote for me. Because again, what are you going to do systemically that's going to change the condition of black people?
Thank you.
We got black city councilmen than ever before, more black mayors than ever before,
More black judges. Yes.
lawyers,
Yes.
and we still battling the Africans, and we still slaves.
Africa.
But y'all so
Okay
excited
now.
because we got a black person with a nice suit, some cheap cologne, and telling you that keep hope alive.
Right.
But
Exactly.
the hope at this point, the hope is it don't get more alive than the hope we got.
Right.
What are you going to do that's going to make it better for our people? So I'm really leery when a black person comes in and tries to hit you with that I'm black politic, vote for me. What are you going to do? And then we say, well, I'm not going to vote for this person because he may sell us out. But I would tell people, check the track record.
Before you vote, do your
This brother
research.
sold out in kindergarten. He was never bought in. We was trying to shoot marbles, and he stole our marbles and gave it to the white boy. Check the history of this individual,
Right.
and you will see they was never bought into our community. To sell out mean you once had to own.
Hello.
Most of us was never owned. We never have bought into the concept of what it means to love our own people.
Right.
So that's why, if you notice, the black people who were singing and dancing about this bill are those same Negroes that we voted for,
To put in place.
and
To do
all they
nothing.
did was work in the interest of those that's trying to work against us. So I'm not going to just take the symbols. But again, we're not going to knock the holiday. We're not going to disrespect the bill.
Right.
Because again, our ancestors deserve anything that, hey, whatever y'all got, we taking it.
Right.
But to our people, we are not going to allow the buck to stop there. And
Yeah.
in terms of Juneteenth, I love the celebration.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
But what good is it to say Happy Juneteenth, but the next day you're not speaking to your own brother?
Hello.
Happy Juneteenth, but you ain't raising your black child. Happy Juneteenth, you ain't bought and supported a black-owned business since when?
But
happy Juneteenth.
Right.
You got bleach cream, hair that ain't yours, contacts that ain't your eye color, but happy Juneteenth. So to me, Juneteenth, if we talking about a freedom day, because we ain't free, we free-ish. Talk about a freedom day, that means we got to first get free within self.
Thank you.
Unlock
Exactly.
the chains off your mind so then you can go out and build a better future for your family, yourself, and your community.
Yes, sir.
Don't just get caught up on the Juneteenth. I love the fact people are trying to celebrate Juneteenth, and it's becoming, especially because this year, last year it was canceled. You don't miss something till it's gone. So it was an abundance of, I'm getting off the porch.
Right.
But again, let's not commercialize that. Because then that's how they manipulate us.
Right. Exactly.
So watch next year. It's going to be Juneteenth shirts in Target. Don't let them play us.
Okay.
We don't need you to use
know
the
it.
holiday for us to celebrate on holiday. But again, the way we avoid it being commercialized is we carry a Juneteenth spirit 365.
Yes.
Don't just wait till the
Love you,
19th to
brother.
wear your Juneteenth shirt. Let's show the world that we serious about this thing.
Right.
So again, Juneteenth, Freedom Day, quote unquote,
Right.
start by doing something for your people.
Right. For your
Happy
family.
Juneteenth, and New Era Elite can't get black men to come out to patrol women and children to save our life. Don't tell me Happy Juneteenth and you ain't doing nothing to help free black people currently.
Right.
Because again, our people are walking around hurting, Coach Kurt, as you know. Our young people are hurting. They suffering. We need to get people involved in the community that's going to show what it really means to say we fight for freedom and self-determination. Because if we don't, the bill, our ancestors' death, and Juneteenth is all in vain.
Yes, sir.
Was our folks hung and jumped off ships and put through hell and castrated so we can just be, all this can be in vain?
Right. No, not
So
at
we
all.
owe a great deal to them. So the way that we thank them and pay them back is by our actions.
By our actions.
So this work has to be a 365 work. Stop waiting. And that's another thing why I'm so not really with holidays. We wait till the holiday to show up and to pay homage.
Right. Well, we should be
I'm not going to
doing
wait
that
till February to tell my wife I
365.
love her and do something nice for her.
Oh, no, I know
I'm not
that.
going to wait till Christmas to say I'm going to give love to you. I'm sure I'm not gonna wait till no Thanksgiving to give you no food.
That's right.
I'm not gonna wait till no August to give you school supplies, and Halloween to give you some candy.
There you go.
And Kwanzaa to be African with dashikis, and Juneteenth to be black and proud. 365.
Yes.
Because guess what? Those that's working against us, they don't get
take
down
no day off.
No day off.
No. They serious.
Because trust me, for anything that we see, we can make it work for our good. Bible says he can make your enemy your footstool. So even if we feel that the Juneteenth bill is a catch, we can organize properly where the joke will be on them.
Right.
Because trust me, while that Juneteenth bill was being signed, they built another prison. You ain't hear what I just said.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
They finna drop off more guns in Chicago in a truck in Inglewood and say it was broken into.
That's right. Yes, sir.
They finna go and lock up more black men, have them do license plates and make Levi jeans and get out and can't find work.
Yes.
So there's a price for freedom. Malcolm X said, if you ain't willing to pay a price for it, don't even put the word in your mouth.
Right. Exactly.
And real quick, because you gave a Baptist preacher a microphone, you know how I get.
That's it.
I want to touch on when you said about the be careful piece.
Yeah. Yes.
That triggered me because I'm so frustrated when people say that. It's not productive.
No, it's not.
If I tell you, or brother said, I'm going to join the military, and you say, be careful. Come on, that's like the Bible says, what good is it to have a man say I'm hungry, and you just say go in peace and don't give him no food.
Exactly.
Stop being counterproductive. If
Yes.
that brother say he want to go to the military, your approach should be, first of all, well, brother, if that's what you want to do, I'm going to support you. But here's just some things I want you to know.
Right.
But to say be careful, I can't, and I go a step farther than the military example. In terms of us fighting for freedom, to tell a freedom fighter to be careful, but you know what I hear?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boss, master finna come get us.
You say Stephanie Fetcher,
Man,
right?
keep that slave stuff over there. Because when you tell me that, you giving me an energy. You why project your fear on me, brother? Because you scared to put your life on the line for our people.
Exactly.
But you talking about Happy Juneteenth, a day to honor the freedom of black people and to really honor slaves
And the price they
who
paid.
had to be fearless in the price they paid.
Yes.
Happy MLK Day, but King said if you afraid to die for a cause, you already died.
Dead. You already dead.
You want to quote Malcolm X by any means necessary. Malcolm came to the Audubon ballroom knowing he was going to be killed. He was like, I'm done running.
Yes.
Take the security off the door. He invited his wife and children so they could have one more moment with him. That was all strategic. He knew he was going to be assassinated.
Yes. The writing led up to it. He knew.
We wearing the berets to go see the Judas and the Messiah movie to honor Chairman Fred, who was another brother who said, if you ain't willing to pay the price for freedom, you don't deserve freedom.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Stop quoting the ancestors and honoring our heroes, but you don't want to put that same energy. Right. And stop telling other people who have the courage you don't have to be careful. If you don't have any productive, like Mama said back in the day, you don't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all.
Well, thank you.
So if you're not finna go here with us, don't tell me to be careful. We finna go patrol. Where, bro? On H and Jackson. Be careful. And you ain't finna pull up? Come on, dog.
Right.
That ain't even cool.
Exactly.
Because what's the productivity behind that? So my message to those is, if you're scared, stay at home.
Right.
If you are really concerned with my life and the life of those that's in New Era or that's in the movement, we don't got to know that you pray for us. Put up a good old prayer, send us some good old energy, keep us in your heart, and give us something that's actually going to be solution-based.
Right.
Hey,
exactly.
I just want you to know, don't make a left, make a right, because I stay up there waiting on y'all. Give us some game.
Right, exactly.
People will tell me, Stretch, I heard yada, 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 be careful. Give me some name. I can't tell you that.
So
you're not really looking out. If anything, you set me up for failure.
Exactly.
Stop putting, and then I panic and freak out and make unnecessary decisions because you put your fear on me.
Right.
So I had to put blinders on and say, I know I'm on a godly mission. I know I'm on a righteous mission. I don't lead with malice. I don't lead with venom. Right. I lead with love. You may take my message as negative because I'm calling out what you stand on. Whenever righteousness stands up, the evils and falsehoods fall.
Well, yes.
So I'm working against your agenda. So always question when people come with you, give you information, and don't tell you the source. Tell you to be careful, but don't give you nothing productive.
That's right.
Because trust me, if you trace it, it's going to come with their name is in there too.
That's it. Exactly.
And they want to discourage you. So people tell me to be careful because they want Minister Stretch to be silent. Because they know my power and they know my potential and they know my worth.
Yes.
And always remember this, people that's trying to destroy you know you better than you know you. Because they studied you.
They studied you, yes.
In order to dismantle, I got to know how it was put together. So that's why I'm very particular with not listening to everybody's advice.
Right.
They say I'm hard-headed. Well, hey, I'll be hard-headed.
It's for a purpose.
It's for a purpose.
It's for a purpose.
Because I can't talk big visions with small-minded people. And I can't take something like be careful with somebody that you ain't tapped into your own gift. Tell me to be careful.
Right.
So I can't receive that. So again, and this is anything, stop telling people to be careful when they tell you what they want to do. Because what you do is you diminish them, you discourage them, and again, people are going to do it because some people are doing it to do that on purpose.
Right.
So my message is mainly to those who are listening to the be careful. For those listening to my voice, if people tell you to be careful, just understand that they don't know who they are. Don't take it personal.
No, it's not personal.
When folks tell you to be careful, you just know in your heart, if it was put on your spirit, if God gave you the vision, it may be dangerous. It could be something as simple as, hey, babe, I want to quit my job to focus on my business full time. Man, bro, I don't know about that one, man. You may want to, don't listen. Because if it's strong on your spirit, it's going to work out.
Exactly.
You're going to make it work out.
Exactly.
Stop listening to people who don't have the vision that you have. That's why the be careful bothers me, because you don't even see my vision. Right. You don't even know my heart. You don't even like me. Telling me to be careful.
Right.
Understand?
Because it's a hidden agenda.
Like
you say, it's a hidden agenda. All right, thank you. Substance, that's what I love. I remember you said 2 words, mother and brother, has other in it. And you see yourself in your brother, you see yourself in your brother, and you see yourself in the mother. And if we can all come together and focus on that, break that down for me, Stretch. If we can focus on that, we can come together as a better community. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's something that we have to continue to roll with.
And so to my point of always with the brother and the mother, the point of me saying that is to get us to understand that we are one.
Yeah.
And when black people look at other black people, we look at each other as individuals. We don't move as a collective. You remember, I think we talked about this last time, when the Hispanic brother quit the job and every Mexican packed up, and the white dude said, well, hold on, I just fired you. Hey, you fired him, you fired us.
Right. Now that's together.
That's a together.
Okay, that's together. Okay.
But you know why, though? Because when that brother got fired, no disrespect, no mockery, but when Jose saw Manuel get fired, Jose saw, because he thinks like a one, he saw the pain that man's finna go through when he go home and tell his wife, I lost my job. That any man that know, that's the worst thing to tell a woman. I done lost my job. So he sees that pain in Manuel because he most likely been in it. He don't see an individual. He see that's my brother who finna go through the pain. He know, man, your father worked in the fields, my father worked in the fields. Fact that we got factory jobs, that's to come up.
Yes.
So you finna just lose that job for something you didn't do? No, brother. He take you down, he taking me down with him.
And then all of a sudden it changes tone.
Dude said, hold on, wait a minute, I'm just playing, y'all come on back in here and work.
Let's figure this out.
We have to maneuver.
Yes.
When I see, because every community, every culture within that black culture, Hispanic culture, all of our people kind of went through the same thing.
Yes.
So
in one way or
if
another.
Devontae get fired, or let's go older to your generation, if Clyde get fired, Leroy knows the same way Claude, whatever Claude went through, most likely I went through the same thing. I can't let Claude go home with that walk of shame because I know what that feel like. That's my brother. But in our community, we got to break that I'm better than you mentality. Just because you drive a Benz, live in a nice house, you may not have ever lived in the project, but because your people live there, your heart should be there.
Your heart should still be there. Yes,
so you can empathize. And so when he saw that brother get fired, it struck a nerve in him. We won.
Yes.
So that's why I always encourage for me to draw the picture of us being one is look at 2 basic words, mother and other.
Yes.
The black woman is the mother of civilization. Did you hear me?
Yes, sir. Oh, I know where that started at.
If the black mother is the mother of civilization, that means that every woman you see, you should give her the respect of a mother.
Thank you. Hello.
If in the word brother is other, your brother is the other version of you.
Thank you.
So every black man you see, that's you.
That's you.
So it's hard to shoot and kill and abuse your brother and your mother. But it's easy to shoot and kill a nigga.
Yes.
It's easy to shoot and kill a trap queen. It's easy to shoot and kill a thug against all these terms they labeled us.
Right, exactly.
But when you say, no, that's my mother. That's why we call women queens, because what the queen is on the chest, that's the mother of the chess piece.
Yes, the most powerful piece.
So we give honor. We say, what's up, queen? In other words, what's up, mother?
Yes.
I'm paying homage to you.
Yes.
In the black church, what we call the elder ladies in the church, the mothers of the church.
Yes, sir.
And what we say, what's going on, brother so-and-so,
Exactly.
brother so-and-so, sister so-and-so, that's letting it be known that we are one. Yes. Don't allow them to separate us.
Right.
And you just become an other without the BR.
Yes.
And you are other without the M. No, put the M back on that and be the mother that we need.
And you know that
Be
goes
the brother
in,
that we need.
And that goes in what one of my pet peeves is, you know me, I'm very open. I speak to everybody, but especially go out of my way to speak to my brothers and my sisters. And when they just walk by you, and that's their choice, because I'm content with I did my best. I spoke. But when we walk by each other and don't say nothing, that just, it just don't sit well. I don't understand it, but like you say, it's part of this journey. And we got to get everybody on the same page.
Brother, it's part of awakening our people.
Excuse me.
Because do you know how we clean that up? We clean that. I think the basis of everything, even in terms, I think, of being a Christian or becoming religious, I really believe what's going to make you a better whatever you are is knowledge of self.
Yes, sir. Because
when I discovered who I was and what I was, I learned to fall in love with who I am and what I am.
Yes.
You can't love what you don't know.
Thank you.
You can't love who you don't know. But once you know yourself, you can love yourself.
Yes.
Once you love yourself, you can respect yourself. Once you respect yourself, you value yourself.
Yes.
Now, once you value yourself, you want to spread all those attributes of self on others.
Yes.
So when you see other black men and women, you get excited.
Yes.
I just told you the word mother, other, mother, brother, and other, we're
Right.
one. So when I see other black men and women, I see myself.
Thank you.
But when they put their head down, real grumpy at you, it's because, brother, there's a self-love thing.
Thank you.
But what you keep doing and what we got to keep doing is keep loving on them.
Yes.
Don't kill them with kindness. We got enough killing going on. Love them with kindness and raise them up to a higher level of self and let them see the dang. I spoke, example, I had a neighbor. Kept speaking to the brother. I think he thought I was a little fruity because a lot of black men, you peace king, they look kind of funny.
Yeah, like,
king, I ain't your king. Huh? He looked kind of weird. I said, it's okay, I'm going to keep speaking to him.
Yeah.
I said, peace, brother. Let me back up. I apologize for using the term fruity. That kind of, no disrespect to my community. That kind of taken the wrong way. He thought I was homosexual.
Okay.
But either way it go, whether I am or not, you still can speak.
Right, exactly.
But I think the king thing threw him off.
Oh, okay.
And so I said, you know what? I'm going to keep speaking to him.
Yeah.
About the fourth time, it went from just being grumpy to like, what's up, bro? One of them. About the fifth or sixth, he's like, peace, bro. How you doing? How the queen. Then they just start getting, and man, if you would think we grew up together if you see this brother now. And this has been for 3-4 months. So again,
nice.
I don't fight fire with fire because then you just gonna keep burning something.
That's right.
If your intent is to put the fire out, you gotta keep leading with, it's the example.
Yes.
It goes back to when I told you before, I sagged, but when my knowledge got pulled up, so did my pants. I don't gotta bash him and be like, dang, black man, you ain't hear me speak, bro? What's up, bro? You ain't thought, what's up, bro? No. Just keep speaking to him because a lot of us don't know better.
Right. Exactly.
We wasn't given examples.
Right.
The greatest thing the enemy did was divide us and teach us to dislike ourselves.
Man.
They were strategic with that.
Yes.
It's all in the mind. We was taught through slavery. Let me put it like this. 99% of our problems stem from slavery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the same.
They told, historians teach and tell all the time that most plantations didn't even have gates around the plantation.
No.
But why most of us never left?
Okay.
You control their mind.
Control their mind.
Subconsciously, it was like, I ain't finna cross that line. I don't know what's out there. I'm good here.
Right.
Mother Harriet said, I'd have freed more of y'all if only y'all knew y'all was slaves.
Right.
So we battling with a lot. So when I speak to Brother They don't speak, my mind is like, it's okay, King. He gonna speak one day.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm your brother.
That's right.
And when I say peace, King, peace and love, brother, these are things that setting a tone.
Right.
I'm not gonna what's up you, my nigga. I'm not doing that to you.
Hello. Okay.
Because where does that go? How far can the nigga word empower? Ain't no empowerment in that.
Ain't no empowerment at all.
But to tell a black
That's
man,
what
what's
we
up,
gonna
King, whether however he take it initially, that's gonna sit with him. And he called me
Yes.
King.
Yes.
If I say peace and love, brother, I'm letting you know by the way I spoke to you, he know this is a different brother. See, people will respect you differently when you treat you differently.
Right. When you respect yourself, others will too. And you
If I
respect them.
use certain language, I set a tone and he one of us.
Yes.
But when I speak language of a righteous, spiritual tapped in brother, it's almost like I see my whole environment lift with me.
Yes.
So people will move differently when you move differently within yourself.
Right.
So our community definitely has that bad where we don't know how to speak, and then also too, I'll say this and I'll let you chime in. It's a trust factor.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Another thing slavery did was break the trust
Mm-hmm.
that black men have for other black men.
Mm-hmm.
We have for other black women. It's to break that trust.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know my motive. By me saying, what's up, brother, he finna either, he owns something. But when we be examples, now I gave that brother a good example, so he spoke to me the sixth time with love because he saw he didn't have a motive.
No, and you're consistent.
He's consistent.
Yes.
And it hasn't switched up. It hasn't got sketchy. It hasn't got shady. He's good people.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I encourage us, stop having you ain't speaking to me, I ain't speaking to you. We got to stop that.
We got to stop that. Yes, sir.
How are we going to lift those out of a dead and wretched condition if we don't lead with love?
Exactly.
But because you doing it with something in return, well, I ain't feeling he's speaking. Brother, if your mission is to really be a blessing to somebody and to empower somebody, I don't care if it took me 100 times. I promise you, I was not gonna stop speaking to that brother.
That's it.
I told
That's
Kendall,
it.
I said, baby, I'm determined. Me and bro, we gonna be cool.
Exactly.
And that sixth time, it did me so much joy to know it worked.
Yeah.
And
Because
if it worked on him, it can work on anybody.
That's right. That's right. All right. So moving on, we know one thing that you love to do. You are coined as the dancing preacher. I love it, man. I love it. That's if I had to set anything aside, that stands out with me with you because, again, consistency. You didn't stop because people say, oh, preachers ain't supposed to get out there and dance and have a good time like that. Well, you ain't never seen what a preacher don't do in front of the congregation. At least you do it out where everybody can see it and understand. That's your character.
Come on.
That's the love that comes from you when you can get out there and do that. And other people be like, you know what? That Minister Stretch Sanders is real because he keep it real 100%.
Right.
And that's what I love about you. Honestly, I love watching you dance because you be stepping and everything. I love that too. But that's a good one. So I got some quotes because we're getting a little close. You know, we can talk. So I got some quotes. Here go some of my favorites. Like I said before, when my knowledge came up, my pants came up. Why try to fit it? Why try to fit in when you were born to stand out? Just accept your own and be yourself. Stop begging and start building. Goes back to what we was just talking about. Stop begging and start building, and that's what we need to do in our communities. And I believe all that starts with education.
That's right.
It starts with education, so we know what's going on. You had your first Father's Day.
Come on.
Okay, now. Oh, I forgot one. You said it earlier. As far as the bill, we have symbols, but the symbols have no substance. If they can't figure that out and understand what that truly means, we're going to be in trouble. Because we got to put the right people in the right spots to move us in the right direction. And I'm just like you. Everything is politics. Life is politics.
Everything's political.
Everything is politics, and life is politics. And, you know, I had a brother the other day say, I used to mentor him when he was young. A great guy, and we had a conversation. We was over at Grits and we had breakfast, and he says, you know, Kurt, I just can't play this politics game. I just don't understand it. And I broke it all down to him, being in corporate America for 17 years. Yeah, we not going to fit everybody's mold, and I'm not going to follow everybody, but we need you to get in that position so you can make change. If you're going to get in there and ride with it, it ain't no use. That's right. Stay out of it. But if you're going to get in there and make some changes, shake some feathers up, you're an intelligent African-American brother. And if something happens there, you can just move on somewhere else. But keep your dream alive and know what your purpose is and have passion behind it, and you'll get there. So those are some of my favorite quotes, my brother. But now I have to talk about Baby Stoney. Come on, tell me, Dad. Did your life change?
My life has changed. Well, getting married changed me.
Right.
I want to first acknowledge and give honor to my wife, Kendall.
Yes.
Being married changed me because I was faced with a lot of tests in my marriage, and I'm so grateful I overcame those tests.
Okay.
And as a child, as a young boy, I got friends I've had since 10 years old. They tell you, I always knew I would have a family and get married. It was always in my cards.
Okay.
So to see it come to fruition,
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing. And to see my wife in action, I mean, I have a super wife.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing her bathe this child with a boot on her leg. You know, my wife's foot was broken.
Right. Oh, yeah.
She just started being able to walk.
She just
So
started
to
walking.
see the fact that she doing it, she not complaining. She even said it was worth it. To see her go through that and hold the baby down and be there with her, it pulls the best out of me.
Yes.
So when I get home, I'm ready to watch it. I'm ready to be with it. I'm ready to build with it because we're planting the seeds now.
Right.
I've already spoken over her life. I've had it spoken to me. She's going to be a world leader. It's not going. I don't know when people hear that what they think of, but she's going to be a game changer. I'm going to put everything in her. We're going to put everything in her.
That's it.
She can take what me and Kendall did to the next level.
Yes.
For future generation standards, because we talk about leaving behind generational wealth.
Yes.
To me, wealth is not just equated to money.
No, not
wealth
at
is
all.
character. What good is to
Thank
have a
you.
rich child who's a brat, who's spoiled, who ain't tapped in with the community, who don't love themselves, who don't love their people, who don't love God, who don't love nothing but just money? That's a horrible individual. That's a dangerous individual.
Yes.
So I want my
Yes.
child, I don't have to leave her a dime.
No.
The character I'm going to give her, she going to go get her own bag.
That's right. That's
But she
it.
will have a financial inheritance. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
But the biggest thing we can give her is not a check.
It's knowledge.
It's good character. It's good moral.
Yes.
Good values. Knowing how to that spirit of discernment, how to see that thing coming and push it away before it get to you. How to get in your community and talk that talk and walk that walk. And so I'm grateful to have, my child and to see her grow. And I'm just excited to be able to see things she's going to do when she gets older.
Exactly. And man, Kendall, the way you honor her. There was a video you did, and you just pulled your camera out and just took a couple of pictures of her or a video, and just that natural beauty. Even when you just hear how you salute her, it makes me feel good as an older brother that, yes, our young brothers understand that queen, that's really who makes us who we are. But the way you honored her, had her showing her nails and everything, I was like, that's what we have to do. And you don't I'm sure you do realize, but as many people that see that, I think they learn from that. Because when you see positive actions and honor, oh man, I don't do that with my girl. Oh, Stretch out there doing it. Let me keep up my game a little bit. Let me step up my game a little bit. And that's true, man. It's just your relationship is beautiful. So I'm gonna break down the spotlight. It's because some people don't ask to be in the spotlight, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, the spot, but then you came, what did you say? I didn't ask for the light, but I'm here at the spot.
That's
and
right.
I'm gonna change it now.
Man, and that came to me.
Right.
But I really felt that in my spirit because people, one of the things that people say I come across as is I get always told, oh man, he's arrogant. He's on the arrogant side. He thinks he's all that. And I'm just be honest, it may sound cliche, but I think I'm the furthest thing from that. I think that in reality, I try to be as humble as possible because I recognize it's not about me, man. It's about
Right.
God using me as a vessel, and it's about the people around me, and that's a collective. But at the same time, I do know my worth, and I do recognize that people think what I do is more easy than what it is, and they think that I'm spotlight hogging. I didn't ask for
They
this.
didn't ask for that.
Because guess what? It's a lot to come with this. People want the spotlight, but they don't want what come with that.
Right, exactly.
Right? With this spotlight, it come death threats.
Yes.
With this spotlight, it comes sacrifices.
Yes.
With this spotlight, it come losing multiple jobs. Can't get
sir.
certain jobs.
Yes,
Can't
sir.
get certain elected officials to work with you. Can't get certain groups to want to put their name next to yours. It's a lot to come with this.
Yes.
But they see me on Fox. They see me on your show. They see me and they, oh man, I want to be brother. And I'm not complaining because God has blessed me. But it's a lot to come with this.
Yes.
it's a heavy road, and it's a long road I have to walk.
Yes.
And I do it with a level of humility, integrity, and a level of joy. I count it all joy.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I recognize one thing about me. If I see a need, I don't wait for the need.
Right.
Again, I already had the light. To God be the glory. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go get in the spot. I don't need your permission to tell me I'm a leader.
No.
I didn't need the world to tell me what I'm going to. No, I knew my purpose. I've been a leader my entire life, brother. Because my mother, B. Shell Sanders, raised me and my brother and my sister to be leaders.
Right.
Don't follow the crowd.
That's it.
It's only two ways the follower's going to go. The leader, the sky's the limit. Be a leader.
Yes.
Stand on principle. Stand on code. Turn down money. Turn down opportunities if they go against your morals.
That sacrifice, yeah.
So it's a lot to come with that. But again, I'm proud of what I do, and I'm glad to be in the spot because I already had the light.
Yes. There it is right there. Man, I tell you, you know, some people, I have great people that come in and sit down and have conversations. And like I say, everybody's going in their passion and purpose. But sometimes I have to sit back, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll just go to your Facebook page and just read because it just gives me more energy.
Thank you.
It does. And then I spread that to the kids that I work with because they don't know what they don't know. You know, and they be like, Mr. Kurt, why you say this and say that? I say, well, this quote that I use often because so many of our young brothers are still sagging and don't understand the relationship with that. I always say, you know, I got a brother, Minister Stretch Sanders, and he said, so I'm patient with them. When your knowledge come up, your pants gonna come up and you gonna see the light.
That's right.
But I'm gonna keep, because if I stop talking about it, you're gonna lose focus on it. Just like what's going on with the big activate that went on last year, the activism and everything. If we stop talking about it, it's gonna lose the light. And we can't allow that to happen, especially here in Las Vegas. And I appreciate all that you and your organization are doing. I think we need some, you know, like you say, we have to get more brothers out here to understand the why. If they don't understand the why this needs to be done, we're not going to get there. And they have to understand the why. And that's going to truly make the difference. We're going to go to we don't have a commercial. It's 9 o'clock.
well, I'll just
go ahead and give me some more.
Yeah, some closing words.
Yes, sir.
I know time has come to an end. I want to first say again, I appreciate you, brother, for just being able to show us what it means to live our best life.
Yeah,
and I appreciate
working on it.
the brothers behind the scenes, Brother Alex and all those that keep this running because we need platforms like this to put the word out to our people.
Yes, sir.
And I always want to end on an encouraging note. I want any person, because again, my ministry is for anybody that receives it, but my focus is for our people. Right. Because every race has leaders that advocate for them. So anybody, even if I mention the word black, anybody can listen to my message and receive something that benefits them and their people. So to anybody listening at this point, I want them to be encouraged that it's time to just get up.
Yes.
No more excuses. We used the pandemic. This pandemic was one of the biggest excuses we used to not be a push to do something and be productive. I'm not going to go to the community because I'm in the pandemic. Brother, you've been quarantined from the neighborhood. You ain't never been out in the neighborhood. This is just an excuse. And again, I know a lot of us were definitely immune sensitive, so we couldn't come out, and I understand that. I empathize with that. But now that things is clearing back up, again, even if you don't never go out your house right now, focus on changing your mentality so you can change your reality. Because we got to start cleaning up our communities, and we can't do that talking. How many more lectures do we need? How many more town halls do we need? How many more series and book releases? Show me. What I tell you earlier, clean glass, dirty glass. Be an example. No more talking about it. Be about it. And what you representing, you showing us what it looks like. Just do it. Right now, somebody's thinking about writing a book, losing weight, getting a podcast, going back to school, getting back in a relationship, whatever it is, just do it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Because the perfection to come, the more you tap into who you are. Exactly. Peace and love.
Now, I wanted you guys to make sure you reach out and support New Era Las Vegas. And I'll go ahead, I put his Cash App down there in the feed. It's going to be there. I'm going to spread this out 3 times a day for the next week until my next show. That's just the way I do it, and keep it going. Keep it going. I want as many people as possible to get out here. Anything from $1 to $1 billion, it don't matter, because it all adds up and it's supporting our community, and that's what we want. It's always great to have you, Minister Stretch Sanders. I mean, bruh, sometimes I don't even know the words to say. Just watching your growth as what they call an old head, watching a young minister come up and do the work. Man, it's just a blessing. We were talking earlier before we came in, my journey with having a stroke and things like that, but still pushing. God said I still have work to do as a certified life coach, as just an African-American male, working with the youth, coaching these boys every day, 5 days a week. I coach them like they're my sons. I have to give them that, because that's why I'm still here. But the work you do, we have to keep supporting that and keep that work going.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much. Hey, everybody, like I always say, I want to thank my sponsors, 702 Braids for You, always right there. Check out her new website, as well as my new website. Should be done in about 2 or 3 more weeks. www.lifecoachkurt.com is going to be really great website to go to and get all the information. All podcasts and everything's going to be on there. I got Red Rum hair services. It's the mobile hair services. We got Jamisa over there doing some great work, and then we got the Bougie Girls. Yes, my sister Courtney, she's out there. Go to her site, Bougie Las Vegas. You just type it in, it pops up. Buy something, support those black businesses, not just because it's Juneteenth or the month of June. We have to support it every day.
That's right.
Every week. When I'm thinking about those Christmas presents that y'all should be starting to get ready for, if you celebrate Christmas, think about black-owned businesses, because you know what? We spend a lot of money with the other folks, and we need to build up our own communities, build up our own neighborhoods, so we can keep moving forward and keep this march alive and this movement alive, that we can make some change. Right. As I always say, stay blessed and highly favored, and keep living your best life. I'll see you next Monday night at 8 p.m. right here in the right place at the right time. And thank you to everybody for BU, all the hosts and everything. Love the family we have here. Our producers are amazing. Nattrail.com and the famous Alex Apples, my brother. You do it all for us, and we appreciate it. Stay blessed and highly favored. Peace.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's a little different this time. Yeah. I'm coming live in the nighttime. I'm bruising down in the state. 9 to 5. I'm going buck 5. Hope I don't see them cop lights. I'm in the fast lane. Yeah, he told me about no warning signs. And I'm trying to live fast, die young. We ain't got time. No, we do it part-time. The benefits don't benefit, it ain't full-time. More than 40 every week, putting overtime. I'm clocking 7 days a week till I'm prime time. That ain't enough time for the short time. Success, I'm trying to see a million by the summertime. Before it's fall time, and they forget mine. A cold world without my pockets warming when the shivering. Foot on the gas pedal, leave it stuck and dry. Never slowing down, had to cut the brake lines. Jesus take the wheel, I'ma steal when I decide. That's just free will, we don't trust him all the time. When we should, but I don't mean to preach. But when your hands upon the wheel, who you trying to be? Extend your hand out, tell me who you trying to reach. Yourself like you out playing hide and seek. Still I'm cruising for a chase. Knowing that my family is not safe. They not safe unless we keep a bag in the safe. It ain't safe. No, it ain't safe. Let's keep a bag in the safe. Yeah, right. They don't want smoke, dear. If they do, we let them bucks fly. I heard them sending shots on the ground, they ain't like mine. Mine hits a little harder, dog. Could say a lot about them, y'all careers isn't never mine. Cheese steak out in Philly when it's showtime. Pedro got me booked up, now they reading mine. Try to NY, hit up Shade 45. They ain't in my age, doing prime time. 7 o'clock on the dot. Staying low key, y'all gon' watch. Moonwalk off the interview. Billie jeans in my DM, they some thoughts. She want me to pull up, hop out, set me up like a snitch does, cop out. Camera phone.